They notified the Sheriff's Department. The Sheriff's Department fell behind them, Your Honor. They stopped the vehicle at Blackstock Road, Highway 29, Your Honor. They found the shotgun, guns in there, Your Honor. There were several dark car jackets. The handgun was found on the floor of the driver's department, Your Honor, along with black bandana was seen in the center console, Your Honor. There's been a search warrant. There's going to be additional evidence gathered in this case, Your Honor. I do have one of the witnesses, Your Honor, on the first armed robbery, Your Honor, was and Tanya Bashel, Your Honor. She'd like to address the court at the appropriate time. Also have a Sergeant Letterman from the Sheriff's Department, Your Honor. Based off their actions, Your Honor, and plus we do have a video, Your Honor. I think Mr. Letterman actually took a video off the video on his phone.
Yes.
And we can let you see that, Your Honor. And this is the first robbery, Your Honor. I believe you can see the shotgun and the gun that they pointed at her. But, Your Honor, based off their actions, based on what they've done, especially in 2 days, Your Honor, and plus there's additional investigation still going on, and there's evidence pointing that there's no question these folks was involved in, we'd ask to deny bond on them. In this case, the victim would like to address the court at the appropriate time.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Gentlemen, I'm going to ask you to face me.
I thought they were going to kill me. I have to quit my job because I don't feel safe working there. Can't sleep. And they was in my store earlier that weekend. He had on a black jacket and black pants. He was drunk, stumbling around. It's a matter of time before they kill somebody.
Who?
These gentlemen.
Stay quiet, face the front, sir. I'm not going to ask again.
I really thought that I was going to die, that I was going to die alone in that store and not see my daughter, my son, or my grandchildren. I can't even be alone now.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor. I don't know if Sergeant Letterman's got anything else to add or not.
Your Honor, the Sheriff's Office stands as that with the Solicitor's Office be requested bond be denied. These young men were on a crime spree that day, starting at 5 o'clock in the morning. We just happened to be lucky that a witness followed the vehicle and got behind the vehicle. I have no doubt if we had it done right, a witness followed in, that we would have further armed robberies, probably escalate. The shotgun that was found was loaded in the vehicle.
Gentlemen, what I'm going to do is call you up one by one and go over the charges that you have against you, inform you of the sentencing phase, when it gets to that point, what you could face in terms of prison time, and then announce your bond for you. Mr. Martinez. Mr. Martinez, what the charges that you have are no South Carolina driver's license. I must inform you that can carry a fine of $232.50 or 30 days in jail. You have armed robbery. That can carry up to 30 years in prison. You have possession of a weapon during a violent crime ×2. Each one of those can carry up to 5 years in prison.
Yes, sir.
You have attempted armed robbery, and that can carry up to 20 years in prison. Mr. Martinez?
Yes, sir.
These are considered violent crimes under the state law.
Yes, sir.
And based on the nature of the crime, this court does consider you a danger to the community. Therefore, your bond will be set in the circuit court. I will not be setting your bond today, okay? You understand?
I haven't even been able to call the lawyer, sir.
And you will be given that opportunity.
And you know,
Sir, face the front.
I'm going to ask you one more time.
Okay, yes, sir.
Don't look.
Yes, sir. This charges ain't me, sir.
Again, that's something your attorney will have to take up. I'm going to go over the things that you're going to need to do. I ask that you keep your arms off the counter, please. Gentlemen, I need you to do not talk while we're in court, please. All right, you have a right to a preliminary hearing. This is a hearing that I said the state must show that they have the probable cause. when you get with your attorney, this is something you will want to discuss. He can request that hearing of what you're talking about, okay? Don't fold or bend that. If that's something you and your attorney decide to do, then you will send it, he or she will send it to the clerk of court. It needs to be in the same shape it's in right now. Date of initial appearance, March the 16th, 2017 at 9 o'clock. Do you understand that? That's where you got to show up and say whether you have an attorney or you do not have an attorney.
Where's that gonna be at?
That's at the Spartanburg Courthouse, second floor.
I'll show up there then.
All right, if you understand that, sign by that X.
Now, may I step out with the victim for a second?
Yes. All right. You gonna get your own attorney, is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, I'm going home and call my lawyer.
You're not gonna go home, you're gonna stay here.
Oh, I'm gonna stay here?
Yeah, you're
Why?
gonna stay here until the circuit court, you see the circuit court judge.
When is that gonna be?
That's up to the circuit court. This is two of these charges, you need to step back up here.
Oh, my God.
And you need to change your attitude very quickly. All right. This is everything we went over in the arraignment. I have put on here, your bond is to be set by a circuit court judge. Because two of these crimes that you've been charged with are violent crimes.
Yeah.
And therefore, I'm not going to set your bond, I'm going to let a circuit court judge set it. That's what that means.
What's the second, what's that?
That's the judge that will be over the court, which will handle these cases.
I mean, I
There are
can't.
two levels of court. There's magistrate court and circuit court, general sessions. Your bond is going to be set by the higher court, not by me.
Okay.
Okay? You understand now?
Yeah.
All right, have a seat. Going back in the pit.
No, sir, take them out.
What's that?
Come on up.
Baker. Baker.
Is it Ocampo?
Yes, sir.
Come on up, Mr. Ocampo.
That's your paper, sir.
I just wanted to say that my friends will testify that I wasn't there because I was at my house at 120 Randall Road, and they picked me up at like around, I don't know what time they picked me up, but everything they're saying is not true, sir. I promise you. I was with my wife and my little daughter. I live in 121 Randall Road. They came to my house, and the times that they're saying is not adding up. That's what I'm saying. Like I said when I first got arrested, I said I didn't do this. I wasn't there. I was never there. I was with my wife, and she can testify, and he can testify.
Mr. Ocampo, let me I
Yes,
don't
sir.
mean to interrupt you, but you need to listen to me.
Yes, sir.
I didn't make the charges, okay?
Yes, sir.
And I'm not trying your case. This
Yes,
is
sir.
something when you
Yes,
get
sir.
with your attorney
Yes.
and you get to your preliminary hearing or whatever at some point,
Yes, sir.
that's something that has to come out in the Circuit Court of General Sessions. All we're doing here today is determining if you get bond, what your bond will be, or if you're not going to get bond based on the charges,
Yes,
okay? So, basically, again, you have the charges of armed robbery. I must inform you that this means you have been charged, okay? Simply means you have been charged. That can carry you up to 30 years in prison. You have possession of a weapon during a violent crime. The violent crimes being armed robbery and attempted armed robbery. You have two charges of that, each can carry you up to 5 years. You have attempted armed robbery. That can carry up to 20 years. And again, due to the charges, these are two violent crimes. Therefore, I will not set your bond today. I'm going to let the circuit court judge set your bond.
But sir, I wasn't there with
I
them.
understand what you're saying.
But why I'm being blamed for something I didn't do, sir?
You're being charged by the state of South Carolina.
Yes, sir.
It's based on the investigation that the Spartanburg County Sheriff has done. Those is where, and hang on.
Okay.
And at some point, a judge thought there was sufficient and probable cause to issue a warrant for your arrest. And that's what's happened. And that's the reason you're here today.
Yes, sir.
Okay? All right. You do have a right to a preliminary hearing, okay?
Yes, sir.
This is something you do not want to fold or bend if what you're telling me is correct.
Yes, sir.
Your attorney will ask for a preliminary hearing, and determine
Yeah.
if the facts show you were there or not.
Yes, sir.
All right, your date of initial appearance, this is where you gotta show up and say whether you have an attorney or do not have an attorney. It's March the 16th, 2017, at 9 o'clock in the morning. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
If you understand that, take this pen and sign by that edge.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, I have a job, sir. I work at Robberies, sir. I really,
Sir.
this is,
You understand it, sign the paper, okay?
my friends can testify, sir, that I wasn't there. Like,
That will be at
Yes,
either
sir.
at your
Yes, sir.
preliminary hearing or at some other point other than here, okay?
Yes, sir.
All we're doing today is determining bond. And I'm not going to determine your bond. I'm going to let a circuit court judge do it, okay?
yes, sir. And when would that be,
That depends on your attorney.
attorney?
Yeah, you going to get your attorney yourself? You going to get your own attorney?
Like, how do you do that? Like, get a lawyer or something
We
like
can
that?
either get a lawyer or we can qualify you for a public defender.
I can get an attorney.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. When you speak with your attorney, or your family does, then they will come and discuss. They can file motions to have this brought before the circuit court.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah, so, but, if they saying, if my friend here, if he tells you that I
It
wasn't
doesn't
there.
make it, he can't tell me anything,
Yeah.
okay? Because I'm not trying your case.
Okay.
All I'm
Okay.
doing is determining your bond.
Yes, sir.
And I have determined that your bond's going to be set in the circuit court.
In the circuit court,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be this day.
No, it's not going to be that day.
What-
It's
what-
going to be when the circuit court judge sets it on
Yeah.
his docket.
Okay, so, and when would that be? You don't know?
I have no idea. I don't have anything to do with that.
Okay.
Okay? All right, if you will, have a seat back in the pit now.
All right, so I take
All
this.
three of
All
those
those
papers
are
are
yours.
yours, yes, sir.
Mr. Sanchez? Yes, sir. Come on up, please. Mr. Sanchez, you have the following charges. You have armed robbery that can carry up to 30 years in prison. You have possession of a weapon during 2 different violent crimes. Each one of those can carry up to 5 years in prison. And you also have attempted armed robbery, and that can carry up to 20 years in prison. Just like I told the other gentleman, these are violent crimes under the state of South Carolina, and due to that, your bond will be set in the circuit court. I will not be setting your bond today. Your bond will be set, it's just not going to be set by me. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. You have a right to a preliminary hearing. What do you plan to do about an attorney? You going to get your own attorney?
Yeah. Can I try to get my own attorney then? If
Yeah.
I couldn't get it, can I tell you how to do
They'll
it?
come around. While you're waiting to see the circuit court judge, the public defender's office will send a representative. At that time, you wish to request a public defender, they will talk with you at that point and qualify you, okay? And if not, then you can get on the kiosk and send me something and we can make sure that you are qualified. Don't fold or bend that, okay? Your date of initial appearance, March the 16th, 2017 at 9 o'clock. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
If you do, take that pen right there and sign by that X. All right, this is everything we went over the arraignment. And what I've done here is the same thing I told the other gentleman. I put here that your bond is to be set by a circuit court judge. It will not be set by me today. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Good, Judge.
That's good. We're good.
Finish with your call. Thanks, sir.
Thank you, Judge. I just took the victim outside, because I didn't want her to watch it.
That's fine.
I saw her.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Can I come back and speak to you after I speak to them?
Yeah, that's fine.
Permission to get her microphone.
Yeah, y'all can get what you need.
Okay.